Hello and welcome to Naptime Nuggets number 51. I'm really excited about this topic. I'm just getting back from the NACE annual conference and I learned so much. So I'm really excited about the next few weeks and Naptime Nuggets and all the great nuggets that I gained that I'll be sharing with you. So Naptime Nuggets number 51 is teaching toddlers to be kind. Toddlers, yes, they can learn, but they're going to need a lot of support from us. So it's normal. Have you ever heard from your childcare? Your child bit someone? Or if you're at childcare, have you ever had it happen like I did when I was working for ECFE, where there's a little sweet girl, just turned 2. She's so kind and sweet. And then all of a sudden she just turns and throws a little boy down to the ground. I've seen it. Have you ever had something like this? My little daughter, she's so sweet and full of energy, and she comes running toward me, puts her hands up, and hits me with both hands directly over the head. Ah, yes, these things happen. These nice little wonderful kiddos, they're playing with a little baby and they're touching the baby gently, and all of a sudden they grab the baby's hair and pull. It's just shocking, right? There's no way, no matter how great you are at caring for young children, there is no way that you can avoid every aggressive act by toddlers. But if we do things to build up their kindness muscle, their strength for kindness, they will learn to be more kind. That's what I'm going to bring you today. The ways, tips, and tools and ideas that you can do to increase kindness, both everyday fun activities and things that you can do, but also in those moments when aggression has happened. So I'm going to give you 2 today. So hi, everybody. Raelene Ostberg, founder of Thriving Together, where we work to help adults who care for young children gain the strategies they need to lower their stress, increase their joy, and really experience success. What are the proven strategies that really work? We're bringing them out to you in one short nugget a week. So super excited to be here today. Let's look at toddlers. So why do toddlers do it? And then what you can do about it very quickly. Why aren't they kind? Well, think about you. Are there times you aren't kind? When do you tend to not be kind? I'm thinking for me, if I'm really stressed out, I don't take as much time to be kind. I have to remind myself. Or if I'm feeling very, very strong feelings, I'm just so mad at somebody, I might be unkind. Or if I'm frustrated, something like that. Or I've noticed if somebody's mean to me, I'm more likely to want to be unkind to them. This is natural, right? So when they're tired, hungry, or frustrated, yes. Hi, Julie. Hi, Jackie. I'm so glad you're here. So they're tired, hungry, stressed out. What are some of the things that you've noticed when it comes to why they might be doing it? It's some of the same reasons of why we're unkind sometimes. So toddlers, they get stressed in group settings. So they're a lot more likely to act out when they're stressed out. They also can't control their impulses. They don't have a lot of empathy and understanding for the other person. So they might kick a baby and they might kick a box. Both are just natural reactions that they have. They have to learn to have empathy and care about other little kids. That's where we come in. So what can you do before something happens, and what can you do when something happens? So here we go. I'm going to use a couple tools today, and I'm going to give you a couple tips. So one thing to know is that you need to increase joint attention in order to teach kindness. So what you want to do is you want to get where you and the child are both looking at each other, and you're both looking at something. That's joint attention. That's when the toddler is open to you and the lesson you're going to teach. So that's going to come first. So you get joint attention and then you show them what it is that you want to show them. So if a toddler is over here and pushing a child over, that's not joint attention. Joint attention is when we're both together experiencing the situation. So this is going to be one of the keys, is to first get joint attention. Okay. So here we go. One huge way to increase kindness with toddlers is to show toddlers kindness. There's little ways that you can do this that are going to really elevate the amount of kindness the toddler will show back to you and then back to others. One of them is, instead of just grabbing a child and holding a child, yeah, your parent goes to drop off and you go, oh, hi, and you just grab little Johnny. First ask. You get that joint attention, say, Johnny, you want to come? Wait, watch, and listen. And when Johnny makes the decision to lean forward, open his arms and lean toward you, that's when you hold him. So you're showing that this little boy or little girl, we care for each other. We're kind to each other. We just don't grab each other, wipe our noses, things like that. We're really kind and gentle to each other. So that's number one, is you're going to show kindness. Number two, you're going to expect kindness. So I remember I was at a parent education class attending myself, and the facilitator was talking about teaching toddlers sharing. And she said, well, kind of get a picture in your mind. What do you model? What do you teach around sharing? For example, do you let the child take the toy out of your hand? I was guilty. I had that moment. I was like, oh no, I totally do that. My daughter would go to take something. I'm like, she just turned 2. Why not just let her have it? Right? Why should I make her wait to get that? Well, I need to be the model. So we have joint attention. Like, here I am, I'm holding something like this. She goes to take it away from me. Instead of just going, okay, here you go, I'm going to say, oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. I'm playing with the little monkey. Oh, this is so fun. Oh, now it's your turn. Now, because she hears a toddler, I'm not going to expect them to wait very long. So I'm just going to have that, even if it's 10 seconds. You know the child, some kids can wait longer than others, but at first you're just going to expect a little, and then you're going to work your way up. So I'm like, oh, and then I catch them. They're waiting, right? Even if it's for 1 second, I go, okay, now it's your turn. I'm going to give. I'm going to give. And you give them the toy and you say, oh, look at that smile on your face. I was being kind. So you're going to use that word, all the different things you notice. If you catch kind acts, you're going to say, oh, that was kind. Did everybody see that kind act? She gave her friend the toy. And so you're going to start calling out and giving attention to it. Okay. So that's it. You're going to be modeling it. You're going to be showing caring and kindness to the child. And you're going to be getting joint attention when you have a toy or something. And you're going to do okay, we're taking turns. So you're going to explicitly take turns with the child. Okay. So here you are. You've been modeling kindness. You've been asking before you just grab and hug or wipe their nose. You just give them a moment with that joint attention to be on board with you instead of just forcing it. So you're being really kind to them. Now the next one is going to be play kind. This is what I got super excited about, you guys. There's this video I'm going to put on my blog. This is happening before I leave the office today. There's going to be a lot of different things that I'm putting up on my blog, including the past Kindness Naptime Nuggets number 37, which was about older kids. So this is about toddlers. So there's this video by Becky Bailey on conscious discipline. She has this baby circle time, and this is what I learned about at a session this weekend. It was so great. So what you do, basically, you can have lots of dolls, or you can use dolls and animals. She has a kit that you can purchase, but you can also use other kinds of baby dolls. So what you're going to do is you're going to have circle times where all the little toddlers, or if you're a parent, you're a toddler, you're going to have your baby time. So she has songs that you sing when you're going into it, so you can get that joint attention. So it's time to hold our babies today, our babies today, our babies today. It's time to hold our babies today so we can play, right? Something like that. She has a different song that she sings, but so you get the baby. So what you do is you have babies for the toddlers or young kids too. So again, you want that joint attention. So then I look around and I'll say, oh, time to get your baby today. So I'm going to make eye contact, joint attention with the kids in my care, the children. I'm going to say, maybe one toddler is a little distracted. I'll say, oh, it's time to get your baby today, your baby today. So I'm going to invite them into the play, welcome them into the play. And if this is built in as a routine, they're going to start coming around. And then we're going to move on to the next step, which we're going to show being kind. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. And here I am. So now I'm going to use, I love puppets. So I'm going to use my puppet now. So I'm going to have the puppet. Oh, look at the puppet is patting the baby gently. Oh, what a kind puppet. Oh, oh, look, what is he doing? What? Oh, he's getting a toy for the baby. There's a toy. Oh, that's so kind. That's so kind, Bunny. Oh, he's taking care of the baby. Do you see? So you can act different things out. But the idea is you're going to have this circle time. Then you can do things also like you can give them little scarves and they're going to be kind to their baby. So maybe, oh, they're going to touch their baby gently and wash their baby with the scarf. So you're going to have baby wash time. And you can say, oh, look at the baby. The baby's so happy. The baby's smiling. We're being kind to the baby. And you'll see the toddlers will really look at their babies and they'll start modeling what you're doing because it's the mirror neurons. They copy what they see. So she points out in the video, if I turn to them and I say, look at your baby. Oh, yes, wash your baby. They're going to look at me because I'm looking at them. So you really have to model what you're doing and show them in that moment, modeling kindness. And then you can do things like, we're going to rock our babies today. So you might gently rock the babies. You might touch the babies gently. You might even massage the baby's hands or feet. So basically that's what you're doing is you're playing kindness, right? So you're showing them in action. Another thing I just loved, the idea of you get the toddlers excited about giving. So you might have where you're doing it one-on-one with a toddler where you go, oh, I'm holding this. I'm going to give to you. Give. And you give them the toy. And then they're holding the toy and you go, I gave it to you. You're happy. I was kind. Can you give to me? Give. And you hold your hands out. So even with a 10-month-old, you can start to play sharing games just by getting really excited about, I'm going to have it. Now you are going to have it. You can use the word share, but sometimes with 1 and 2-year-olds, give is much simpler word because it's just give, like hand it to them. So in this playtime, in this fun time, you're really helping them get this idea of giving, which essentially is part of sharing, and it's kind. One other idea is that you are cheering each other up. So what can you do to cheer each other up? So let's say little Mary is sad and she's missing her mom, so she has tears. Then yes, I'm going to go hold Mary, rock Mary, say, oh, you're sad, you miss your mom, right? That's naturally what I'm going to do. I'm going to be kind and model kindness. But what about encouraging the other kids to do it also? So I'm going to say something like, oh no, Mary's crying, Mary's sad. Oh, can you help me? Can get their joint attention, right? Can you help me rub Mary's back? And then have the other little toddler help you rub Mary's back. See? Or, oh, can you get him, like, let's say a child falls and gets hurt. Can you get him a little Band-Aid? And show them where the Band-Aids are. You can even do this at your baby circle time where, oh no, the baby has a boo-boo. And you have Band-Aids that the children can practice putting those Band-Aids on the boo-boo. So it's this idea that you're creating this community of sharing and loving and kindness with each other. So I'm realizing we're already at 15 minutes. So I'm thinking I'm going to save the next part as the part 2. I hope you guys will forgive me, but I know this is just supposed to be a nugget and you need to get on your way. And so what I'm going to do, I hope you enjoyed these ideas. And if you have extra strategies, type them in here. I'll include them in the blog. But remember, it doesn't show up later. So do it before you leave today. So what are some of the things that you do? And then also, if you have any questions, so I want to be available to answer your questions too. And then what I'll do is next week, I'm going to do part 2 of teaching toddlers kindness. We're going to look at what can you do then in the moment when they're unkind. So they've hit, kicked, bit, something like that. And we're going to have reactions in that moment that are going to help increase the toddler's kindness. So I'm going to bring that to you next week. I hope that's okay. And be looking for Naptime Nuggets number 52. It will be coming to you next Monday at 1:30. I'm going to try and be as consistent as I can, but when different trainings come up, sometimes it gets harder than others. So I really appreciate you coming out with me, hanging out and doing these Naptime Nuggets. I love learning and I love being able to share it with all of you guys. these are going to be up on the blog. If you like this video, share this video with your families, subscribe, meet me in future episodes, and keep tuning in here and on Facebook. We are more together. So let's share our ideas, strategies, tips, and tools, and keep growing and loving up those kiddos. They learn kindness from us. So do things this week, teach those kiddos about kindness, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate that. And have a wonderful week. Take care, everybody. I will see you next Monday, 1:30, for Teaching Toddlers Kindness too. Take care. Over and out.